Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're customizing the brand new Imponte Ruiner ZZ-8 in Grand Theft Auto Online. Now the ZZ-8 just got added into the game with the weekly update, video coming soon on that. I'm really excited for this car. I'm glad that this is the car that we got today. Let's hop in. So to start off with the armor, we're going to go all the way up on that. The brakes as well for sure. For the bumpers, we do have front and rear options, and we have a lot of options at that. So let's take a look through these. I'm not sure which one that I want to go for here yet. I mean, obviously, I'm just seeing them all for the first time now, so it's going to be interesting to choose. I don't want to go for any carbon fiber. I've decided that. I do kind of like the primary splitter. I think that's the one we're gonna go for. It's kind of low key, so I don't mind it. With the rear diffuser, we do have quite a few different options. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. Okay, I don't mind that. I don't know if I kind of like the vented painted bumper. We're gonna go for that one. I think that's the best looking one in my opinion, at least right now. For the engine, we're gonna go all the way up. Shocking, I know. For the exhaust, we do have quite a lot of different options here. I do like that. There's oh my god, there's some quad exits. That's kind of crazy. I kind of like it though. You got the twin big bore exhausts. Ooh, I kind of like the chrome exhaust, the twin round chrome exhaust. We'll go for that. For the hood, we have a lot of different options here. We can go for a smooth hood. That definitely does not look as good as the regular stock hood. What else do we have here? There are a lot of really good looking options. That is really sick. The primary vented stock hood, that is super tight. The primary GT hood, that has even more vents on it. Let's go for the primary GT hood. Let's see how many vents we can get on our hood. The headlights, we are gonna go Xenon, of course. For the livery, we do have a few different ones. We got the tribal flame livery. We got the Ruiner bird. That's cool. Got the white race stripes. We got the black race stripes as well. The black race stripes look super tight, I'm not gonna lie. Got the white tribal race stripes, the black tribal race stripes. We got the red flames as well. Got the Yogarishima. That's pretty cool. We have the Stans Andreas livery. We have the Redwood livery, of course. That is super tight as well. And back to none. We're gonna go for the black racing stripes. I like that look a lot. I think those look really good on the car. For the mud guards, no, we're just not going to do that. For the plate, we are going to go yellow and black, of course. For the respray of the car, want to go for something bright. I feel like yellow is going to be a very, very popular choice on this car. Maybe orange as well. I could see orange being popular. Race yellow though, I mean, like, yeah, just yeah. That's really all I have to say about that. I think for the secondary color, we're also going to go for race yellow because I think it just looks good. For the roof, we can go for the roof panels. We can add a primary C-pillar. We can add a plastic C-pillar or a carbon C-pillar. Let's leave it stock. For the roof, we can make the roof open. Of course, this thing is a T-top, which is really cool. We can do a primary colored T-top. We can do a primary colored T-top, a secondary T-top, plastic, or of course carbon. We're gonna go for the primary because as much as I like the glass roof, I do think that this just looks a little more like coherent with the rest of the vehicle, if that makes sense. For the side skirts, we do have a lot of different options here. So we'll go through these and see which ones we like. I do kind of like the primary vented GT skirt. That's not bad. We're gonna go for the primary vented GT skirt. I like that. Actually, maybe we go for the black one though. That's not black, that's carbon. I don't know what Rockstar's doing, but that was definitely carbon fiber. So I guess we will just stick with this one. We can add a sun strip onto the vehicle as well. I'm not a big fan of it though, so just gonna leave it off. For the spoiler, we can add the secondary spoiler, which moves the racing stripes over slightly, which is kind of weird. They're actually offset as stock, so that's annoying. The secondary spoiler does, of course, actually add the traction bonus as well, so we could do that. Whoa, okay. We have the Commando Spoiler. That's interesting. We've got the ducktail as well that we could add onto the vehicle. We have the low-level GT wing, the mid-level GT. Is there a high level? Oh, no. Primary Sports GT wing. Primary Race. Oh my god, the high-level GT wing as well. We have I kind of like the stock spoiler, so we're gonna go for the secondary stock because it does add that little bit of traction, which is nice. We are gonna lower this car down all the way as well. I feel like it's gonna need it. I do believe this thing is in the muscle car category. For the transmission, we're gonna go all the way up on that, obviously. For the trunk, we can add a carbon trunk if we want to. I'm not a fan of that. We're not going to do that. For the turbo, we are of course going to add that onto the vehicle. For the wheels of the vehicle, what do we want to go for here? I feel like the muscle category might have something that we want to go for. I don't know exactly what it is though. Not a super big fan of any of those. Let's see what's in the track category here. There's not really much that I'm seeing that I like love for this car actually. Let's go to the street category. We'll see if there's anything in here that's any good. I feel like all the muscle rims look so old on this car. So not a big fan of that. I don't know if low profile is the move either. Maybe if we go for like, you know what actually looks okay is the Hyperfresh. The Hyperfresh are not bad. Let's go for the Hyperfresh. I know that's not a super popular wheel choice maybe, but I do like them. We'll paint them black so they match up with the racing stripes. We will go bulletproof tires on this as well. And for the windows, we are going to tint those all the way out. I have to say I am pretty happy with the overall customization. We're going to take this thing down to the ground. We're going to do a sound test and a full review on the vehicle now. Alright, let's take a listen to what the Imponte Ruiner sounds like. To me, it kind of sounds a lot like the Dominator ASP. I think that it actually has the exact same sound effect. This vehicle is rear-wheel drive only. I can tell right off the bat that, yeah, it's definitely rear-wheel drive. As you guys can see, I am correct. It has a really slow launch, which I would expect because I do believe that this thing is a muscle car. I'm like 99% sure. I don't know what else it could be. So it makes sense that it doesn't exactly have the greatest launch. You know how I can actually tell us we can do a wheelie with this thing. Yes, it is a muscle car as it turns out. So far, I'm really liking the customization of the vehicle. I have nothing bad to say about that at all. It looks really, really good. It looks like a Firebird, which is, I believe, what it's supposed to be based off of. Or a Camaro, I guess you could say, but I think primarily a Firebird. I think the Rockstar kind of knocked it out of the park with this one. It looks super, super realistic. The copyright infringement team was hard at work when they designed this car, I do believe. They've done an excellent job, I would say. Now, I'm really excited to see what the handling of this vehicle is like because it feels pretty quick acceleration-wise. I just don't know how good the handling is going to be. So far, it feels okay. We're gonna have to see when we get into some of these corners coming up ahead here. The back end is pretty planted though, I have to say. It doesn't seem to want to drift too badly, so that is good. You know what, actually, it feels really good. Like, it feels really, really good. That is awesome. I'm not sure, like, the car feels fast, but I'm having a hard time picturing just how fast it is in comparison to some of the other muscle cars. I want to say that it feels like a Bravado Buffalo STX, but I don't know if it does or not. It's quick. The acceleration's like decent, don't get me wrong. But I can't tell how fast it is. It feels great. The handling is definitely, I would say, its strongest feature. It feels absolutely fantastic handling wise. I literally there's like nothing wrong with it at all. So that is really good. The acceleration though, it's weird. Like I really can't tell if it's quick or if it's like slow. So it's hard for me to say, man. I hate not being able to tell you guys, but it feels pretty good. I'm comparing it a lot to the STX in my head, and it feels about even with the STX, especially handling wise. Handling wise, this thing feels really, really good. Acceleration wise, I want to say it's somewhere on par with the STX. I do believe. Top speed wise, I'm not gonna lie, I have absolutely no idea because it's brand new and I haven't had the chance to test the top speed yet, but I have a feeling it's going to be pretty good. Overall, I'm a fan of this car. It's got pretty good customization, lots of options in each of the categories, which is very nice. It feels really good to drive. It's only 1.3 million, which is like, I mean, I say only, but that's not that bad of a price for the car that you get. I feel like this thing is pretty solid. I feel like it will be a key car in the muscle car category when it comes to actually racing, so maybe it's a car that you guys might want to pick up. I am a fan of it. I don't know how much of a fan yet exactly, because I just don't know how great the performance is overall, but I feel like it is pretty damn good. So I would say I recommend picking this thing up. Give it a shot if you guys have some extra money laying around. It is a pretty decent car. Anyway guys, that is pretty much it for the Imponte Ruiner ZZ-8 customization and review in Grand Theft Auto Online. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you learned something, a like is of course appreciated. If not, dislike, subscribe if you guys are new, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.